Rygbi.
My name is Liam Wright.
This is Sarah Svoboda from Canada.
I'm John Shear, Harlequin Scrum Coach.
It's Tim Visser. I used to play for Scotland.
This is Vasily Artemiev from Russian Rugby.
Hi, it's Andrew from the Rugby channel.
Josh Reeves here from the Brazilian Rugby national team.
Ian Goff here, ex-Ospreys, Dragons, London Irish and Wales.
Two Saints Rugby.
It's Lucas Abuj and I'm a prof for the Brazil Rugby national team.
Skinny Brew Rugby here from South Africa.
Juan Pablo Assassino.
Buenas, yo soy Josué Abrejole.
It's Ali Brewer, ex-Wales International.
Samantha from Singapore.
Gareth here, aka G-Man.
And I run a YouTube channel called Consistent Walkthroughs.
My name is Sean Holly, an ex-professional rugby coach for 20 years.
It's Andrew Ford here.
It's Joe from the YouTube channel The Rugby Guru.
Having been on the cover of one or two rugby games that have been brought out internationally, I definitely know the enjoyment that it has brought.
During lockdown, we're all going through challenging times, but we want to keep ourselves occupied, especially those who aren't working. The school guys, the youngsters, the fast yokes. We want to keep entertained. Now, how do we do that?
Another rugby game come out on all sort of consoles and all sort of platforms.
I'd love to see if we can really get an annual rugby video made and fully licensed. I know that there is a massive following of people actually wanting to play it.
I want you all to join our campaign and ensure that rugby gets a good video game.
Let's support this universal campaign. All of you rugby lovers out there.
Let's make this happen.
And let's get it done. Cheers.
So my name is Andrew Harris. I started this whole project originally on my YouTube channel, and the whole idea was to try and find a rugby game made by a quality publisher, somebody new and obviously had experience with rugby games and sports games.
As you guys all know, I'm an avid rugby gamer. I really love and enjoy playing rugby games, so obviously Andrew started this campaign and I followed it quite nicely, and he actually came to contact me and ask whether I would be able to help on the campaign.
Just after the campaign video released, our journey started from then. I remember thinking then, after the video dropped, what's the next steps from here? I mean, a lot of people said that we should have done a petition, and there have been petitions done in the past for rugby games. It took a lot of planning for the next steps, because I thought, like, that's it now, surely the video would get noticed by somebody and somebody would make a game, and that wasn't the case.
We started looking at different companies that we can contact and see if they're able to make a rugby video game. It was really hard. We contacted some really major companies.
So we decided to carry on going, and yeah, it was a very interesting process.
Well, we at first never got reply from them, so we started trying to expand our whole idea. In the end, we ended up with a Brazilian company that never really specialized in sports games, but they had one title that was really good. So based on that, we contacted them and we got a response from them.
They were very keen. They wanted to talk to us. So I remember we started scheduling a call with them and going from there.
And they were pretty keen because at the end of the day, they worked out what kind of budget they would need. It was quite expensive for a small company to do that kind of thing, and they couldn't fund it themselves, so we had to go back to the drawing board and basically look for a publisher that would be willing to pay for the work that we need to do to get games to make this video game.
And we ended up talking to a guy in America, and the guy in America then kind of worked with a load of other gaming companies as well. Like, these guys are very, very big, related with them. And yeah, I mean, I remember feeling really nervous about that. Obviously, it was a big meeting, something I've never done before. I mean, at that point, I was thinking, like, this is it. This is the biggest step that we'll have for this game. We spoke to him. It went really well, but we had an issue, and that was funding the whole project. We were quoted quite a big amount to make the game, and that wasn't even including licenses. So yeah, that was going to be a big challenge. We kept going and going, trying to get these investors, and it just didn't work.
In the end, We did go for a couple of publishers in the end. And yeah, it was very interesting. But at the end of the day, when we did finally get somebody that was willing to have a look at making a rugby game.
The whole feeling in total of that relationship with them, it was good, but we found somebody better, a hell of a lot better.
So, yeah, that's basically where our relationship with games ended.
Overall, I think the campaign did well, and I wouldn't change anything.
I never thought that this rugby video game could have changed your life in the way that it did.
I literally wouldn't change a thing at all. I mean, it went well, went to the way that we wanted it. There was maybe a few things, thinking back, that we could have done differently, but it all turned out well in the end, and it's got a bright future ahead of it. And overall, I'm happy with the outcome.
Was the campaign successful? Definitely, I would say. I mean, it opened some eyes that needed to be opened, and yeah.
In the whole total of it, I mean, I wouldn't change anything. It was absolutely amazing how far that we've come with it. I never really expected it to grow and grow and then get as far as to where we are today.
It was life-changing in such in so many ways, you know, because it opened opportunities to meet people and work with people that you would not necessarily be able to work with. And yeah, it just opened so many doors for me, so absolutely no regret.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane, and I'm happy with the outcome of it. Obviously, it took a lot of time to make, to get those players up and going, making a video and stuff, but yeah, it was a fun process.